Hello and welcome to the Weekend Initiative, coming to you direct from the Kinect launch in London. On this week's show, we'll be checking out the second episode of the zombie epic The Walking Dead. We'll be asking the big cheese of Microsoft what he thinks of Kinect. But first, we've a special report from the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops.
Hello, I'm Martin Robertson from IGN. We're here at the Call of Duty Black Ops Black Carpet event, and we're going to talk to the many celebrities on hand, see what they think of this year's biggest game.
No, I'm really excited because I don't really go out very often. I'm getting old, and you know we've got PS2, we've got we're going to get an Xbox. We've got an Xbox. We've done Xbox. I love it, you know.
It's a lovely chilly night here in Battersea. We've just been told if we wait an hour and a half, we might get to meet Reggie Yates. So the excitement levels are going to the roof right here, right now. So we've been waiting outside here for about an hour now. Still no Reggie Yates. We're not ones to give up, so check back and hopefully we're going to grab the elusive man later on. It's now 4 AM. There's still no Reggie Yates. We've done all we can. I think it's time just to go home.
The comic book adaptation Walking Dead has finally made it to UK screens. We check out the second episode.
They were saying on the news some kind of virus. Things got crazy. Man, you won't believe the panic.
The Walking Dead began with a bang on FX last week. This big-budget account of the zombie apocalypse introduced us to police officer Rick Grimes and then left him stranded in a tank, the zombie hordes baying for his blood. Episode 2, called Guts, kicks off with Rick making his escape, which was the most exciting sequence of the series so far. We are then introduced to a group of survivors, and this is when the show hit its first hitch. That's because Merle, played by Michael Rooker, is a walking, talking cliché of a racist redneck, and it's hard to believe that any of the survivors would work with him. But if you can suspend your disbelief on that front, the episode delivered on action and gore. Sure, it lacked the emotional depth of the first, but the show remains the television event of the year, and you'd be dead stupid to miss it.
First it was called Project Natal, then it was called Kinect. Thing is it any good? Kudo from Microsoft has 15 seconds to pitch it to you.
So Kinect, if you love playing games, our Kinect launch lineup has tons of games with great skill-based gameplay and great depth of gameplay. Do you love watching movies? You don't need a remote control, you just use your voice. You say Xbox play movie and it plays. Plus, we're just scratching the surface with Kinect. There's tons.
It's Leona Lewis, and she obviously likes Kinect because they're paying an awful lot of money. Anyway, Call of Duty Black Ops, biggest game of the year, but is it any good?
You will move without boundaries. You will act above the law.
Set in the tension-gripped Cold War era of the late 1960s, Call of Duty Black Ops takes players through the most paranoid period in US history. In the typically bombastic single-player portion, you'll blast your way through Vietnam, a Russian space station, and Kowloon, on the hunt for a crazed Russian madman who seems to want to gas most of North America. The one man who can put a stop to all this nonsense can't remember what the numbers mean and finds himself shouted at by Ed Harris for about 7 hours. In between, you'll put plenty of Russians, Nazis, Vietnamese, and even Brits to their death, and often from the back of a moving vehicle. But if the single player's all a bit by the numbers in more ways than one, then it's just as well that Treyarch bothered to make sure the multiplayer was up to snuff. With its unblinking 6-player wager matches adding a new dimension to online combat, you'll be playing gun game, one in the chamber, sharpshooter, and sticks and stones on repeat for months. Add to that the absurdity of playing as JFK in the newly beefed up zombie matches, Black Ops is Treyarch's first essential Call of Duty title. Your move, Infinity Ward.
That's it for this blockbuster-packed episode of the Weekend Initiative. I'm off, so enjoy Leona.
Keep
bleeding, keep bleeding in love, keep bleeding, keep bleeding in love, keep bleeding, keep. I'll do the Kinect 2 launch, I don't mind.